Welcome back to Slay the Princess. This is our last time going to the cabin. As when we were finishing up, our last rotation through this peculiar world, the entity we have slowly been building up told us he only needs one more. I think we should dedicate ourselves to saving the princess in this last attempt of ours. So we're gonna go to the cabin and we're gonna try to make a friend out of the princess. Because let's face it, we need to balance out the bads. We have so far brought a wraith, a goddess, a gigantic sword monster, and one princess that was weirdly in love with us. So we're gonna leave the blade and we're gonna enter the basement and pray for it to be a good one. Please don't be the evil princess.
Door to the basement. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Oh, softly?
Hello? Is someone there?
Hi.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Okay, this one, when we
Don't let
tried
it
to
fool
save her
you.
last
It's all
time,
part of the manipulation.
she
You're
turned
playing a dangerous
a
game
little bit
by coming
psychotic.
here unarmed.
I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
No.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
With this iteration, she
You
uses
walk
her
down
arm,
the stairs
doesn't
and
she?
lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hello, princess.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
No.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
We'll figure it out. Hold on. Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
But your name?
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird.
That is weird.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
It is in fact extremely relevant.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Yeah. And she has the drink. You know, I was sent here because you're apparently supposed to end the world. But I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe. Oh, look at the face.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world. I think.
You think?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
No. I was hoping you would tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Yes.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that, and I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
We're gonna unite against the narrator. That's where we're going.
Don't turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Well, I don't want to keep her locked away, so let's see if we can save her. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here.
You're only making this more difficult.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
We're gonna have to watch her eat her arm again, isn't she?
She
And there she
hesitates
goes.
before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her.
Or we
You
could do
won't like
nothing.
what happens if you do that?
Oh, I only have the option to save her.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Yeah, she's unique.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
We need to get rid of the blade.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are
And the
too
narrator
high.
takes over.
You can't just let her...
I can still warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Okay. What is... We can't resist, so we're gonna slay her.
Thank you.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there?
No.
A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
Okay.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric.
That did not go well.
If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right?
No, it will.
As
Don't
much as
worry.
I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
This is not an ideal start of this round, though. I want to make like a nice princess. We need to balance out the crazy with something nice. And the witch. Ooh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I wonder who we have with us this time.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
Opportunist. That is a new one.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Yes. Let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I mean, the goal is still to try to save her.
Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Yeah. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We're not taking the blade. Oh, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the muddy shelf, the blade sitting on the muddy shelf, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror, but he says there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right?
True. I trust my eyes. Why would he lie about there not being a mirror? What's the point?
Come on now. He's pretty much in charge here. When have authority figures ever lied about anything? If there were a mirror in this cabin and we were supposed to look at it, he would have told us about it. Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done?
Well, I approached the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your
it goes
hand
away.
against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. Well, at least we can all agree now that there's nothing to see here. Case closed. Good work, everyone.
I like the opportunist. Okay, we're gonna enter the basement.
No blade. Hope you know what you're getting us into.
We are trying to save her.
It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
Yeah.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
It's weird that I kind of know what this place would smell like.
The air smells of dirt and copper.
Exactly.
It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake
The copper
of
is a
breath.
surprise.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Hello?
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
I don't want to kill you.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Yes, we are going with talking.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is.
I've ended plenty of worlds so far.
I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Exactly.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
I'm gonna go talk to the princess.
Fine. You're the boss. Thank you.
Ooh.
You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below.
She has like a troll tail. Like Danish folklore.
You
Hello.
can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Yes.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
Yeah.
Is it all behind us?
No.
Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first.
Yes.
Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
No, we're gonna talk.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Oh, she has like a kitty mouth. Look, I know. Things got messy last time. But I think there is something bigger at play here. We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. and unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
I am sorry about last time.
Oh, smart. Let's apologize, get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
I didn't bring my blade down, remember? How am I supposed to get you out of those chains?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Ah.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
Clever.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
I get the sense that you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Sorry. Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
Please don't attack me.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that.
No.
If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time.
That is a good point.
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
Step onto the stairs.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from
She's
the
gonna
basement.
kill us.
The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her.
Good idea.
No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself.
No.
But
We'll take it
the
slow.
princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened. You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory.
Yeah, she's
are
gonna
you?
kill us.
Why did you just say that? I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight. Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding
we're at the
wooden
bottom
roots,
again?
until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop. The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact. You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up. Wait, why won't we be getting up?
I think she paralyzed us.
I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back.
Yeah.
We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done. Have you considered not being like that? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You were so close to getting her out.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
We could have gotten out of here if we had just trusted each other.
Why would I ever trust you? Your hands have spilled my blood. And knowing that, you should never have trusted me either. You should have known I would never walk hand in hand with a loathsome thing like you.
But I tried to save you.
By our very natures, only one of us could make it upstairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back.
No.
And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us. And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first.
Exactly.
Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up.
Okay, I think she broke her back.
Ho ho ho! So she's got it as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
Yeah.
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
I can't move.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
No, we're both thoroughly messed up right now.
Wait, are we both just stuck here?
Yep.
Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. Look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. The world could be saved after all.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Is that really what's going to happen now? Are you still there? What happens next?
He doesn't respond. Oh, I think the narrator just left us.
I think he's gone.
Bastard.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape.
Yep.
I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Hands. Hands. This was not an optimal final thing to bring her. But you don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It is time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
No, it's okay.
Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
It is.
If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. Haven't we done that before? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin. We approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there are other people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Do you think there's anything real out there? Do you think we are real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is hope, marred by bitterness. She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous and weathered heart.
I tried to save her.
Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me.
Huh.
I will be singular. A final multitude.
That's what she said last time. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring back?
These gifts are a conversation.
I don't understand why we're having... Like she said
The next
one
time I see
last
you,
time.
Each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here.
We are back down with the new princess. She wants to know if I want to kill her. I'm going to say I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
No.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster.
I'm going to tighten my grip on the blade.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward.
Yeah, I
Your
think we
grip
should
on
go
the
with
blade
slaying
tightening
her
as
this
you
time.
steel your resolve.
Shady.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Fine. Then I guess we're at an impasse.
I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
No. Stare at the princess while holding on to the blade.
You stare at the princess, squinting fiercely. She squints back. The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you?
Yes.
You'll have to blink eventually. Just make a choice.
Ah. Okay.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
Maybe
Just
I
make
can
sure you
convince her
don't
to
forget
stay
about the blade
here
on the floor.
together.
You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering. You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
She was just threatening us a second ago. Am I the only one here unnerved by that perfect little laugh?
A little bit, yeah.
I'll take that as a sign that you're finally coming around to reason.
Okay, this is new.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation.
What's the last thing you remember? How long have you been here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Oh, are you sure threatening me is the best idea?
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Yeah, I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
I
Turn
do
your
like
back
that
to
the
the
narrator and her
princess
agree.
and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
She's gonna eat her way out, isn't she?
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her in the basement.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way.
It's not like this little door I'll hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out
Is
of a
this gonna take
nightmare.
us back on the Wraith path?
Thanks for helping me get out
There
of
she
that
is.
awful basement.
Liver.
Okay, we have started doing the heart, lungs, liver thing.
Doesn't
have no
matter
weapon.
whose fault it is because fighting her isn't an option right now. Then you should get looking, shouldn't you? Nerves. Heart.
Hmm?
Liver.
Why won't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to.
Heart. Lungs.
Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your back, lungs, liver, nerves.
Hello.
Heart, lungs,
One
liver,
moment,
nerves,
and then
heart,
you're
lungs,
gone.
liver,
Just
nerves,
like
heart, lungs,
that.
liver, nerves,
Ah,
heart, lungs,
and
liver,
there's the
nerves,
fear.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She pulls away. Lungs, liver, nerves,
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it?
nerves,
I've already done that.
lungs, liver, nerves,
We don't have to be enemies. We can work together.
liver,
We can be friends even.
Would you look at that? You're suggesting exactly what I want. Somebody's ahead of the curve.
nerves,
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can move without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Alright. If you needed me alive, then why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try being nice to me?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you? And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
If you want to work together, can you at least turn off the whole organ shutting down situation?
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Let's get out of here.
What? No!
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and, do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
You deserve it.
Come on now. You don't want to be stuck down here.
No, thank you.
The princess glides onto the
Last
stairs
time we
and
were stuck
beckons
here
you to
together
follow.
forever.
If only you had a weapon, this would be the perfect opportunity to use it.
No.
But we don't. We've already made our choice. We can still grab it on the way out. You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the suggestions for the time being. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Step onto the stairs and follow the princess.
Nerves. You step onto the basement stairs, following the princess as she ascends. Pins and needles punctuate your every step, an uncomfortable and constant reminder of your mortality. Is this really worth it? At least it's a choice.
Yeah.
That doesn't justify anything. A terrible choice is still terrible.
Make sure you keep up. We wouldn't want you to fall.
As if acting on instinct, you crane your neck and look behind you. There is nothing there.
Oh, yay.
The princess reaches the top of the stairs and taps on the door. Her head twists back in your direction, watching you with dead eyes as the way out creaks open. Don't forget that your pristine blade is still on the other side. You can still make this right. You can still save everyone. You can still save yourself from becoming her tormented pet. There's no harm in us having a weapon. All it does is give us more options, and we are dangerously low on those right now. Have you considered that maybe you could operate the autonomic nervous system for a bit? Everyone is trying to manipulate us, and I can only do so many things at once to keep us alive. Heart? Liver? Your body seizes violently as you regain consciousness on the floor of the cabin. No! You're doing it all wrong. You're supposed to do it like this. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. I guess I have to do everything around here, don't I? Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
There we go. Back with me where you belong. I
Yeah.
thought you might have decided to break yourself just to spite me.
No.
It's better for you that you didn't.
Nerves.
Now we can get back to business. For starters, we won't need this where we're going.
The princess plucks the blade from the floor and tosses it through the door behind you. It vanishes into the inky black of the basement, never to be seen again.
We don't have to worry about that anymore.
Guess we're not stabbing her in the back.
Nope.
I guess not. I'm going to fix myself a stiff drink. If I'm about to watch you hand the world to her on a silver platter, I'd rather not be sober.
And now you open the door.
There's nothing else for us to do.
Yeah, step into the world.
The doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. You bastard. You've actually done it. You've actually doomed everything. Nerves. Heart.
It's so beautiful.
Nerves.
I can't wait to ruin it. But it's so cold, too. It's itching against my skin.
Liver. Nerves. Heart.
The princess, exhausted, slumps to the ground.
Nerves.
Why is it so cold?
Liver.
And there come the hands. We check the mirror. You are nothing at all. Oh? But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Oh, hello, narrator. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So, you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help, after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
He kind of looks like a wool. I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along?
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Oh. After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
I would like to not do that. The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that?
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions?
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
Well, do you have anything to say for yourself? For all of this hubris?
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
I wasn't supposed to see all of this, was I?
You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. you can still slay her. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
I was made to do the single task? What am I?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
But death is important, isn't it? I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet. I still have to see what he thinks about all of this.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of the glass shatters, you see yourself with a newfound clarity. The narrative was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Are you sure? Oh dear. Oh. Hello.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Yes.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Maybe.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions, and I need answers before I can make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Wait, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. I just wanna...
Fear is what pretends to protect us from loss. To fear death protects from losing a body. To fear ruin protects from losing status. To fear rejection protects from being known. But losing a body is contained within having a body. Losing status is contained within having status. Being known is contained within being conscious. It is in the nature of all things to transform, to go from known to hidden to known again. But But when the ceaseless impermanence of all things strips away the finality of endings, what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it a shelter protecting itself from you? You took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown, and through that, you feared nothing.
You wanted to make the world suffer. You act as if you're above it all, but you're not.
A desire born from the narrow view of a single life. But even then, the only gifts I brought were context and sensation. To feel is to exist, and to exist is to have meaning.
Okay.
A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me. You are nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. A dog blind to its leash. But there is no light without the dark. When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you gladly became the instrument of my new creation. Only with both of us is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into being.
This has always just been about us. Two people forced to hurt each other again and again and again. We don't have to hurt each other anymore.
You cling to your notion of pain as suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict. Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? Love melted into skepticism, and you pulled back layer after layer after layer, until all you were left with was the knowledge that you did not know me. You sought the truth then. Will you hide from it, now that it is within your grasp?
I don't want to hide from the truth.
Then don't. Leave with me. There's no need for you to fight what we are.
I won't leave with you until you see things from my perspective.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world. A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, all at once. You learn to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
You've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here.
What you mistake for lecture is merely observation. I only want to help you. You can vainly struggle against me, or you can follow the rhythm of our movement and find our freedom.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in things you believe in when you get to sit above it all.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
And what do you think will happen if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry.
Even now you think you can destroy me. If it takes all of eternity to break your delusion, I will still break it.
You don't have to face her alone.
Hero, you have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be here. You'll never be able to strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Please do.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm
Then
ready.
Let's go.
Oh!
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
Yeah. Ugh, look at all the bodies out there.
Do you need me to describe things?
No. Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Ah. It's funny. After everything he put us through, I'm kinda sad to see him go.
Is that why you want to see this through and slay her?
If the offer still stands, could you describe the cabin to me? For old time's sake.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know I've already mentioned it, but if we want to see this through, we're going to need that blade.
Yeah. Take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Yeah, it usually does. Enter the basement.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
We both know why you're here. You don't have to draw it out for my sake.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us.
Continue down the stairs.
And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
No, we should not.
And there you are, knife in hand. That sight brings me back. You're going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me.
Yeah.
You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Sit with her for a minute. I don't think I want to be a god.
Honestly, me neither.
Kinda sucks. Are you the same as you are out there?
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
I only wanted to slay the you out there. It's easier to want to kill an abstract concept than it is a person.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out?
What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So, make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
No. We're gonna find ourselves back here eventually.
And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice. We could just keep doing this forever.
If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't been here before?
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
Would resetting it do anything to help them? The people out there? If you continue to exist, don't they continue to die and suffer?
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
Oh. But I don't want to forget you.
That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care, but it seems important to you.
How do you know that things won't end worse? What if when I make my way back here, I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty and I still like you. And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me, too.
We would have to decide to do this every single time forever. Eventually something is going to be different. What if we change our mind?
Well, if we change our minds, we change our minds. What matters is that we'll always have a choice. This is just the one we're making now.
Is there any other way?
You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back.
This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again.
Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
I'm sorry. But I can't do that.
You and me both. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small, melancholic weight that sits at the border of your heart. Whatever action brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged, and left each of you with a piece of the other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself. But the world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
No, she's not. A small part of her is with us.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter, we don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
Leave the cabin. You leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. And then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
The path and the woods outside are an empty canvas. But there is even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor. A world free from death. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once could have fathomed. everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumbled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives away. And then the shattering. And then the shattering. You're free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
It's finally over, isn't it? But all of us are still here.
Oh, hey, Broken.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
We really did win, didn't we?
I know.
We're the house now. We get to make the rules. This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
Yeah.
The whispering, and the coercion, and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
Yeah, that was quite challenging.
Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now. I hope this was all worth it, because I'm personally
smitten.
inconsolable. Lucky for us, you have forever to get over it. Time mends a lot of things. You'll get better.
Hear, hear, to our vanquished foe.
It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. We can do that.
It was such a delight to play. I quite like that. That was such a good choice to recommend. It was different, but very fun and quite unique. This game is heavily carried by its lovely voice acting. They do such a good job, and the writing is just excellent. Also, I really like the artwork. At first, I was kind of iffy if I liked the art style, but I really began to love it. I love how different all of the cabins were and the princesses. I like the creativity with the settings, movements, and I just liked it. But tell me, what are your thoughts on this game down in the comments? What was your favorite version of the princess? Was it something I encountered or something different? Tell me all about it. And while you're down there, sacrifice the like button to our algorithmic overlords and subscribe so you don't miss other videos of mine. But in the end, all I want to say is takk fyrir að horfa og yndislegan dag.